Hey everyone, buckle up because today we're diving into something seriously exciting, the brand new Omoda 9. This is the flagship SUV from Omoda, a Chinese brand that's been making waves, and let me tell you, this car is coming in hot to challenge the big dogs like the Audi Q5, BMW X3, and even the Volvo XC60. If you're in the market for a premium SUV that's loaded with tech, style, and value, you might want to hold off on that Audi order and hear me out. Let's take a virtual spin through what makes the Omoda 9 so special, from its head-turning design to its hybrid powertrain, off-road chops, plush interior, and a price tag that'll make you do a double take. Oh, and we'll see how it stacks up against its smaller sibling, the Omoda 5. Ready? Let's roll. First off, let's talk about how this thing looks. The Omoda 9 is a stunner. It's got this sleek, modern vibe that feels like it's ready to steal the spotlight. Picture a bold front end with vertical LED daytime running lights that give off serious Rolls-Royce Cullinan energy. Yeah, it's that kind of presence. The full LED headlights and a slick light bar across the rear make it look futuristic without being over the top. It's almost 4.8 meters long, so it's got that commanding road presence, but the curvy, coupe-like roofline and pop-out door handles give it a slippery, aerodynamic edge. They're even claiming a drag coefficient of 0.308, which is pretty darn efficient for a big SUV. The design draws inspiration from crystals with 5 unique color shades that pop in the sunlight. It's not just another boxy SUV, it's got personality, and it's ready to turn heads whether you're cruising through the city or parked at a scenic lookout. Now, let's get to the heart of this beast, the hybrid powertrain. The Omoda 9 is rocking what they call the Super Hybrid System, or SHS for short. This is a plug-in hybrid setup that's seriously impressive. You've got a 1.5-liter turbo petrol engine paired with 2 electric motors, one up front, one at the rear, making it all-wheel drive. Together, they pump out a whopping 443 horsepower and 516 pound-feet of torque. That's enough to rocket this SUV from 0 to 62 miles per hour in just 4.9 seconds. I mean, come on, that's sports car territory for a family hauler. But what really sets it apart is the 34.5 kilowatt-hour battery. This thing gives you a claimed 93 miles of pure electric range. That's double what a lot of other plug-in hybrids offer, so you could do your daily commute, school runs, or errands without burning a drop of gas. And if you're wondering about long trips, Omoda says the combined range is over 700 miles. I took it for a spin, and after 500 miles of mostly highway driving, the range predictor still showed over 100 miles left. That's legit. Plus, it charges fast, 30 to 80% in about 25 minutes with a 70 kilowatt DC charger. Whether you're plugging it at home or topping up at a coffee stop, this hybrid system is built for real-world usability. Okay, let's talk about taking this thing off the beaten path. Because yeah, the Omoda 9 has some off-road cred. It's got a ground clearance of 200 millimeters and a wading depth of 600 millimeters, so it can handle some serious puddles or streams. You've got drive modes for snow, sand, and off-road, which tweak the all-wheel drive system to keep you moving through tricky terrain. The adaptive suspension, which you can set to normal, mid, or sport, helps keep things smooth when the road gets rough. Now, I'm not saying you're going to tackle Moab like a Jeep Wrangler, but for a family SUV, this thing's got more capability than you'd expect. Whether it's a snowy mountain road or a sandy beach trail, the Omoda 9's got your back. Step inside and wow, this interior is something else. It's like Omoda said, let's make this feel like a luxury lounge. You're greeted by a massive 24.6-inch curved display that combines the driver's screen and the infotainment system. It's crisp, responsive, and looks like it belongs in a sci-fi movie. The seats are wrapped in vegan leather, and they're not just comfy, they're heated, ventilated, and adjustable even in the back. That's right, your rear passengers get the VIP treatment too, with reclining seats and their own climate controls. There's a panoramic sunroof that's a 1.3 meter long, letting in tons of natural light to make the cabin feel airy and open. You've got a 14-speaker Sony sound system with headrest speakers for private calls, an air purification system, and even a built-in fragrance diffuser. I mean, who needs a Mercedes when your SUV smells like a spa? The materials feel upscale with soft touch surfaces and metallic accents, Though I'll be honest, there are a few plasticky bits like the glossy center console that don't quite match the premium vibe. Still, for the price, this cabin punches way above its weight. Oh, and the boot. It's a generous 660 liters, though some rivals like the Skoda Kodiaq offer a bit more versatility with sliding seats or third row. But for most families, this is plenty of space for strollers, groceries, or weekend gear. Speaking of price, let's get to the part that'll make your jaw drop. The Omoda 9 starts at £44,990 in the UK. That's about 60,000 US dollars or 62,000 AUD, depending on where you're watching from. For that, you get the fully loaded Virtue trim, no options needed. Everything standard. The big screen, the fancy seats, the panoramic sunroof, a 540-degree camera, adaptive cruise control, and a ton of safety tech that earned it a 5-star Euro NCAP rating. Compare that to an Audi Q5 or Mercedes GLC, which can easily hit 60,000 pounds or more for similar kit, and the Omoda 9 is a steal. It's priced closer to mainstream SUVs like the Kia Sportage or Volkswagen Tiguan, but it's packing way more power and electric range. For company car drivers, it's in the 6% benefit-in-kind tax bracket, which is a huge win for keeping costs down. Sure, the monthly payments on a 4-year PCP deal might be around £585 after a £5,000 deposit, but deals are likely to get sweeter as the launch buzz settles. Now, how does it compare to the Omoda 5, the brand's smaller SUV? Well, the Omoda 5 is a solid mid-size option, starting at around £25,000 with a 1.6-liter petrol engine or an electric version called the E5. It's got a sharp design and decent tech like dual 10.3-inch screens, but it's a step down in refinement. The Omoda 5's interior feels a bit less premium with some harder plastics, and the boot is smaller at 380 liters. The ride can be fidgety and the petrol engine's a bit noisy when pushed. The Omoda 9, on the other hand, is a clear step up in quality. It's bigger, more powerful, and way more luxurious, with that killer hybrid system and a cabin that feels closer to a Range Rover Velar than a budget SUV. The 5 is great for younger buyers or smaller families, but the 9 is the one you want if you're after that premium experience without the premium price tag. All right, let's talk about the drive. The Omoda 9 is smooth and quiet, especially in electric mode, where it feels like a proper EV. The transition between electric and petrol is seamless. You barely notice when the engine kicks in. It's a comfy cruiser on the highway, soaking up bumps with its adaptive suspension, but I'll be real with you, it's not perfect. The ride can get a bit bouncy at low speeds, especially over potholes or speed bumps, and the suspension feels a tad firm in sport mode. It's not as agile as, say, a BMW X3 on twisty roads, with some body roll and light steering that doesn't give you a ton of feedback. It's not a deal breaker, but if you're a driving enthusiast, you might find it a bit forgettable compared to the Germans. But for most folks, the Omoda 9's blend of comfort, power, and efficiency is more than enough. So, why should you cancel your Audi Q5 order? The Omoda 9 gives you premium looks, a tech-loaded interior, and a hybrid system that's both powerful and efficient, all for thousands less. It's got the range to make daily driving cheap and eco-friendly, plus enough space and luxury to keep the family happy. Sure, the brand name doesn't have the cachet of Audi or BMW, and the ride could use a bit more polish, but for the price, it's hard to beat. Compared to the Omoda 5, it's a big leap forward in quality and capability, making it a legit contender in the premium SUV game. If you're curious, check out a test drive at one of Omoda's growing network of dealers. There are already 70 in the UK alone. And if you've got a charger at home, this thing's 93 miles of electric range could change the way you drive. That's it for our deep dive into the Omoda 9. What do you think? Could this be your next SUV? Or are you sticking with the established brands? Drop a comment below, hit that like button if you're as pumped as I am, and subscribe for more car reviews and updates. Until next time, keep the rubber side down, and I'll see you on the road.